Hi, this is Sweet June coming back with another video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I got it on Cynthia G's video here. Um, I wanted to address this situation with this guy. I don't know if you guys heard in the news. It was trending. I think I don't. I wonder if it did it make national news. I know it was trending. I know it was trending quite a bit. And quite a few people was talking about it here on YouTube. But I had to address it because this is very, very, very disturbing to me. Very disturbing to me. But just in case you haven't heard the story, this is out of Bronx, New York, Bronx, New York City. Bronx is a borough that's in New York. You know they call them boroughs, different boroughs. Bronx is a borough that's in New York City. This woman, I guess they said she was 50 years old, was coming home, getting off of work, and they caught this guy on video chasing her. Um, and she, by the grace of God, was able to get into her apartment just in the nick of time. And she was able to get into her apartment just in the nick of time before this guy. Here's another picture on the side. If you see that picture on the side, it's a side by side picture is what it is. This is off of Cynthia G's channel. Not clout chasing, but I just wanted to address this situation. But this guy, they got him on this side, and then of course she has her little trash bags there. She cracks me up with that. And then on the other side, he's trying to bang on the door after she closes the door because she ran and thank God, by the grace of God, she got in her apartment just in the nick of time. It was just in the nick of time before and I was mortified. I don't know if any of you guys seen that, but I was mortified just watching that. Just watching it because they played it, when it was trending, they played it. And just to me as a woman, just watching that, I was mortified just watching that. And I don't even want to begin to imagine what that man had done to her if she hadn't got in that apartment as fast as she did. I really thank God that she was able to get into that apartment as fast as she did. See, me, my hands would have been shaking and stuff. Oh, Lord, I might have would have dropped the keys. Hands would have been shaking. Oh, my God. I just, I'm just so happy that she was able to get in that apartment just in the nick of time. And I don't even want to begin to think what that man would have done to her had she had not got in there. But anyway, um, because it hit social media by the grace of God, the cameras caught it, and it hit social media, and the fact that it circulated as much as it did, and it got trended as much as it did. They was able to get a really, because as you can see here, there's a really good description of him. And so because of that, and she, Carby called and reported police to the police and everything. They showed where they did a little interview with her, and that poor lady was afraid to go out of her apartment after that. She was literally afraid to go out of her apartment after that. I mean, could you blame her? I would be afraid too. So, because of the way it was trending, by the grace of God, they caught the man. It took them a little while, but they caught him. And New York is a huge city. I think New York and Los Angeles is probably the biggest cities in the United States. So as big as New York is, and I'm sure that Brooklyn is quite. I'm sure that Brooklyn is quite large, and so as big as New York City is and everything, they thank God they caught this man, and it turns out that he had 35 other convictions. And what I don't understand is, okay, why is this man still on the street? He sounds like it said he had 35 other convictions, so that means that he's what they call a habitual. He's a habitual criminal. So what I don't understand, especially on top of that, by him being black, I don't understand. Well, he snuck through the cracks every now and then. Yeah, somebody African American do sneak through the cracks. I don't know how he's still on the street. If he's got 35 other convictions, if he's got a rap sheet that long, I don't understand why that man is still on the streets. So hopefully this time, uh, he'll get locked down pretty good this time. Hopefully, let's hope. I hope and pray that he doesn't get out, because they say this poor lady was afraid to leave her apartment after that. But I wanted to. This is just so disturbing to me, that and the point that Cynthia G is making. She's one of the divestors on here, so she's I think it's safe to say that she's part of the divestment community on here, the Black woman divestment community. So you could pretty much, if you got a chance to catch this video, you could pretty much. I'm not gonna repeat stuff, because because that's not what my video is about. But you can pretty much guess, if you haven't seen her video, what she's saying in it. It just proves her narrative. That's what it does. Unfortunately, it proves her narrative. But my point is, I just want to issue a warning to young ladies, all ladies, not because this lady was 50 years old, all ladies, including myself. This is a wake up call for all of us women out here, is that we need to be aware of our surroundings at all times. Like when we go out, I know when I go out, I try to be aware of my surroundings, and being aware of your surroundings at all time. This woman was excellent in this situation. She was aware. She paid attention. She was aware of what was going on, because sometimes, she could have been busy on her phone and not realizing the man was going to come after her. She wasn't on her phone. She was very observant and very aware of her surroundings. So she was able to act real fast. She was able to move real fast because she wasn't on her phone. She wasn't distracted. She was very aware of her surroundings. And so she was able to run and get into her apartment in a timely manner. And so that's a lesson that all of us women can actually learn from this, is that we need to be very, very aware of our surroundings at all times. And it doesn't matter if it's day or night for me. I try to be aware of my surroundings. I try to look around me, see what's going on. And even as you're going into your house or apartment, just be paying attention and just being aware of your surroundings, and as women, because I think when these types of things happen, sometimes they try to catch you off guard. They try to catch people off guard when stuff like this happens. And so particularly like if you're going to a gas station or something like that. And that goes for men too, not just women, because things happen to men too. Particularly if you go into a gas station. I know I don't go to gas stations at night. I make it a rule. I don't go to gas stations. There's a couple of gas stations around here where I live where people got jacked. And, I don't even go to them gas stations. I only go to certain gas stations. I won't go to a gas station at night. I've done it before, if it was a well-lit gas station. But as a rule, I try not to go to gas stations at night. I try to go ahead and get my gas during the day. I know there was a lady here right around the corner from me, got robbed at the ATM, but she was there at night. And so I don't go to ATMs at night. I make sure I get my money. If I'm going to grab some money, I make sure I get it before it gets dark. Or if I absolutely have to go, I make sure I take somebody with me, But I don't go by myself at night. I don't I try not to go to the gas station after dark. And if you're going during the day, just be observant. Just be observant and just look around you. Pay attention, don't be on your phone, because I think that's the fatal mistake that a lot of people make. They're on their phone and they're distracted. When you're if this lady, just imagine if this lady had been on her phone and she had been distracted. Just imagine. I don't even want to even think about it. So she was very aware of her surroundings. She wasn't distracted by her phone. When you out walking or when you going to going into the store or something like that, it's best to just put your phone away, and just try to be very aware of your surroundings and what's going on. Because even if it's a situation to where um, it's not about you, it could be something else going on. Something else could break off around you. You want to be very vigilant, because sometimes it's a situation where something else breaks off around you and you might need to run or whatever the situation is. So you just have to be very, very observant and pay close attention, and I know a lot of times people are distracted by phones and stuff. People are distracted by phones and stuff. And I think that's what gets a lot of people. They're distracted with their phone. And so just putting your phone down. I know they say when you're driving, um, they say that in the city, if you're driving around in the city, you need to lock your doors. When you're on the freeway or the highway, unlock them. That's what I was always told. When you're driving around in the city, lock your doors. When you're driving on the highway, unlock them, just in case there's a fatal accident or something, I guess, and you need to get out of the car real quick. Situation like that. But if you're driving around in the city, make sure your doors are locked. And even when it's warm and it's summertime, I keep my passenger door window pulled up a ways, and I always put my purse on the floor. I know how people feel about this purse on the floor thing. So a lot of people are superstitious about having purses on the floor, but I don't believe in all that mess. Obviously, I don't believe in all that mess. So when I'm in the car, I try to make it a practice of putting my purse on the floor, and I roll my window up like so nobody can reach in and grab my purse. So those are things that you just kind of have to be conscious of, and you have to be aware. And sometimes I don't carry a purse. When I do carry my purse, I make sure I got it up on my shoulders, that I just don't have it dangling down, and I have it up on my shoulders, and just make you sure you got to. I always make sure I have a purse that I can put over my shoulder. And then if I have a purse with long straps, I'll put the straps on the other side of my head, and then have the purse straps coming down across my chest if I have a purse with long straps. So it's just, or sometimes I just don't. If I just gotta run in and go get gas or something right quick, or go pick up something right quick from the store, I don't even bother with a purse. I'll just grab my wallet or whatever, or grab my money and just put it in my pocket, and I have a jacket where I can zip it up or whatever the situation is. So sometimes I don't even bother with a purse. So it's just those things that you have to think about, because people out here mugging folks, and it happens in every city. It happens in every city. It don't matter if you live in a small city. It don't matter if you live in. It don't matter what size of city. People think that a small city stuff don't be break. Oh shoot, I got stories to tell you. I got stories to tell. It's just as much stuff that be breaking off in smaller cities than it do the bigger cities. You have to be street smart and streetwise in a small city just like you do a large. It doesn't matter. I've gotten robbed. My house has gotten robbed twice in broad daylight. So you got to be just as vigilant, in a smaller city than you do a big city. So everything that happens in a big city happens in a small city. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the size of the city. You just have to be vigilant. You just have to be on your P's and Q's. No matter, I've heard cases where people came from Chicago and got shot here, or Detroit and got shot here. Go figure. I've heard. I mean, I'm not laughing at the fact that they got shot, but yeah, I've heard cases people coming from big cities and getting shot here. So stuff just happens. I'm not making light of it, but stuff just happens. Stuff happens in a smaller city just as much as they do, maybe at a smaller scale, but it happens. So you have to be, this is, I think after I had the drive-by at my house, I told you guys I had like a drive-by shooting at my house a few years back. And after that, I'm like, it don't make no sense for me to be scared to go anywhere. It don't make no sense for me to be scared to go anywhere because the same things that can happen to me somewhere else, obviously can happen to me here. So you just have to be vigilant no matter where you go. You have to pay attention to your surroundings, lock up your house, lock up your apartment, close your windows, lock your windows, make sure all your doors, and I'm going to get me some security cameras and put up. I've gotten my shed robbed a few times because the handles on the shed are messed up, so we can't really lock it. I've gotten lawnmowers stolen out of my shed twice. I think I got 2 lawnmowers stolen since I've been in this house. So I'm going to get a surveillance system put up. I'm tired of that. I'm getting surveillance cameras put up in the front, back, and on the side of my house. So I can know what's going on, and I can get on my cell phone and I can watch my house even when I'm not there. So it's just, I got stories to tell. So you just have to be aware of your surroundings no matter where you live, no matter where you're at. This could happen in Brooklyn. It can happen everywhere. It can happen in any city at any time. So I just want you ladies to just be on alert and just pay attention. Pay attention. When you go on places, just pay attention. Don't be on your phone all the time. Be vigilant and just be aware of your surroundings. This lady done an excellent job. She was very aware of her surroundings and she paid attention, and that's why she was able to get into her apartment in a timely manner. And thank God she was not hurt. And I'm so happy that they caught this man. And so hopefully he'll get more time now because he's a habitual criminal. So hopefully he'll get more time behind bars and she won't have to worry about him no more. And I pray that she'll have peace after this. But, something like that can give you post-traumatic stress. You can get post-traumatic stress after something like that. So hit me up in the comment section. Let me know if you heard of this story. This story was very disturbing to me, so I had to address it. So let me know if you heard about this story in the comment section, and what's the crime situation in your city? You live in a large city, medium city, small city. You don't have to tell me what city it is, but is it small, large, medium, whatever? What's the crime situation in your city? But hit me sign off in the comment section. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video and subscribe. Until the next video, peace and love. This is Sweet Jude.